Are you more scared of failing, or are you more scared of the fact that you may never even start? I almost didn't post my first video today, not because I thought I was going to fail or it wasn't getting views. I don't really care about that as of now. It was because I knew that people I know would see it. So I was sitting there debating if I'm going to post this or not. And I was this close to talking myself out of it. This close. I posted it anyway, and I got like 200 views in 20 minutes or something. It wasn't crazy, but it was like enough where I was like, okay, that's not bad. That like fear that you're feeling that I've felt, that before you do something that you're nervous, that's like a real feeling. That's something, it's not a warning sign. It's a signal that you're like on something. It's a signal that this is something that you think could go farther than others do. And you should kind of listen to your intuition, because that was the biggest gift that you were ever given, is your own human intuition. Little story, I actually recently just dropped out of high school as a 17-year-old. And when I left, I didn't really tell anyone that much. I told a few people. Some people had their opinions on it that maybe weren't the same as mine. Um, I told family, friends, some people that I kind of barely didn't know, didn't really care about, were kind of telling me, "Is like, yo, what are you doing?" Because I had offers to go run for Division 1, Division 2 schools, and I decided that that wasn't really the life that I wanted. Um, and I had to make peace with that decision. I had to make peace with the decision that people are going to spectate your life until you make it. There maybe won't be hating, but they'll always be judging to themselves. And that's just a natural instinct. Anyone that's not doing what you're doing, that is different, is something that you naturally are going to judge, which is fine. And if I'm being honest, dropping out was probably maybe the most scary thing I've ever done. I did it in full confidence in myself, knowing that I'm going to be okay and I'm going to make this all work out. But it still is a scary decision that, not a single one of your friends, peers, elders really are in support of, I guess. It's something that it's a very hard decision, you know. But one thing I decided is that I would rather die than live on someone else's terms. Um, Very harsh, very brute statement, but it's true. Um, there's two types of people. There's the spectators, and then there's the players. The spectators, they're safe. They'll do whatever they want. They'll heckle the crowd. They'll throw tomatoes. They'll do whatever. Um, the players are the ones that get judged. They miss a goal. They sell this one game. They're all over the news. This guy, biggest failure of this team. Blah blah blah. Like, who cares, bro? The funny thing about it, though, is the players are the only ones actually living. They're the only ones actually getting the attention for the thing that they desire to do. Because the players know that part of this attention and success is going to be hate, judgment. They know that. So in the back of the spectator's mind, it's crazy to me that they're not thinking like, huh, maybe the player doesn't care what I think, you know? And that's something you have to think about, is if you're hating on someone, why are you hating? Someone who's at the top is never going to stoop down to hate at the people at the bottom. Doesn't make any sense. Why would like Elon Musk hate on a guy starting a business? It makes no sense. So, I mean, the whole concept of this is that most people never fail. They just never begin. Failure means you tried. Failure means you were in the game. Um, The people that are clowning you, on the side, aren't failing. They're not winning either. They're just not doing anything. They're the spectators, right? They're not the real deal. They're just these NPCs, all right? Um, I mean, I'm just trying to make this video because I don't know. Whatever you're sitting on, if you're thinking about starting this business, thinking of dropping out, honestly, I wouldn't recommend that. It's a lot to put on yourself. But whatever you're thinking about, if you want to start this channel, a business, you want to make that first post, whatever, that conversation you've been avoiding with someone, just do it. It doesn't go away if you prolong it. It's just always there. It's like when you're trying to write an essay for an assignment. Put it off till an hour. It's not gone. You just didn't do it. Just do it. I'm 17, no diploma, building something from nothing. Not because I have anything figured out by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that I had the risk versus the reward in my head before I do this. The risk, so worth the reward. It's not even close in my mind because I'm so confident in this. My last words today are start today, not tomorrow. Prolonging never. Fuck, I messed it up. You get the point. You get the point. Do what you gotta do. Do it today. Stop pushing it off. Just start.